Hey there, everybody. This is Drew with Bariatric Adventures, here to talk about protein supplements today. Today, we are going to start out with the supplement that you are most likely to start out with right out of surgery, and that would be your Gene Pro, or a protein supplement similar to that. It's a tasteless, odorless protein. It does have a little bit of an odor, a little bit of a taste, but nothing that can't be overcome with a little bit of flavor. It says on a packet that it has 30 grams of protein, but I treat it more like 20 to 25. Better safe than sorry, right? Because of the recent lawsuit against Gene Pro, they've increased their serving sizes. So it might be more on par with what's on the packet nowadays, but like I said, better safe than sorry. It's pretty good stuff. You can temper it and put it into hot soups or hot liquids. Right after I got sent home, my wife mixed it with sugar-free hot chocolate for me. Tastes like hot chocolate. Still got my protein in. It was amazing. It was pretty good. Of course, this was during the holidays. Um, the next step up from there, once you can stand to have a little bit of flavor in your life, which I'm sure you could stand to have flavor in your life immediately, is the Bariatric Pow. This one is a variety pack. It has a bunch of different flavors in it: broccoli, beef, chicken, cream of chicken, chicken pasta, chicken bouillon, cream of tomato, and tomato bouillon. Pretty good stuff, admittedly. Um, I mean, for me, I had to add a little bit of salt. I like I like my savory stuff. And for those who um, need those sweets or fruits immediately after surgery, um, this will help crave those appetites. The Mio or Mayo, I think it's Mio protein. This one is 10 grams of protein. It comes with a variety of flavors. This one is a strawberry banana. Um, Comes in little packets for on the go. You just pour it into a bottle of water, shake it up, wait 10 to 15 minutes for it to dissolve, and you're golden. Same thing with the Gene Pro. You want to wait after you mix it or shake it, so that way it's well blended into whatever liquid that you're using. Like I said, temper it. You can temper it with cold, or you can temper it with warm liquids. Next step would be the Southwest corn chowder for me, anyways. Brought to you by Inspire Protein Kitchen. Different different meals. They have a bunch of different stuff, like chili and Asian food, um, corn chowder. The Southwest corn chowder, for those of you who have a more spicier taste, that will certainly satisfy that spice that you're missing in your life. Um, it's pretty good stuff. It's 15 grams of protein per packet. It has 5 packets per bag. Um, Something that you can do to enjoy a meal with your family. For those of you who has family who eats differently than you have to, me, I've got a little toddler. I'm sure you can hear him in the background breaking stuff. But yeah, he still does the whole bread and peanut butter jelly sandwiches and macaroni cheese and stuff. But anyways, your next step, if you can handle it, would be your caffeine. If once you're allowed to have caffeine, um, the one that I go for, my go-to, my wife and I, is the Nectar Caramel Macchiato. They have other cafe flavors such as cappuccino and stuff like that. Um, if you're missing your Starbucks fix, which I'm sure a lot of us bariatric patients are, we didn't get this way, for no reason. Um, but yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. My wife gets her cappuccino fix, like I said, every morning, and it's absolutely delicious. For me, I get my coffee flavor. It's a little bit of a coffee flavor, but you can certainly cut that with a little bit of heavy cream or milk. But yeah, and then from there up, you got your pure isolates, your other pure isolates. It's all pure isolate as far as the powder form comes. Um, Stay away from the whey protein. It has way too many carbs and sugars in it. The brand that you can buy at Walmart, the whey protein isolate, make sure you check those carbs on everything you buy. Just because it looks healthy does not mean it is. Um, just because it says protein on the packet doesn't necessarily mean it's going to have more than what's necessary, or even anything substantial, for that matter. Just make sure you read your labels. Get in the habit of that. Read your labels on everything you buy from the store and online. If you are not able to read the labels on the items that you get online, then get them from a reputable store, online store. Speaking of stores, if you haven't already, I suggest if you get your supplements from GNC, go ahead and pay for the Prime membership. It's well worth it. Pays for itself. As you buy supplements from GNC with the Prime membership, or the Pro membership, I think they call it, you get points. Points add up to free stuff, and free stuff is always good, especially when you're having to use protein supplements to live. The GNC Prime or Pro membership, they send you free stuff in a box every 3 months. They send you sample vitamins and supplements, proteins, different kinds of hardware for dieting, whether it be BMI measurement devices, body fat measurement devices, or just general swag, whether it be a GNC shaker bottle or hat. Next step, once you're able to get into eating solid foods, more solid foods, I suggest starting out with these little puppies, the Inspire Protein Breakfast Squares. This one is 15 grams of protein. They do have other flavors, peanut butter and raspberry jam, iced lemon bar, and chocolate chip. This one is the cinnamon iced oatmeal bar. Pretty freaking delicious. For those of you who are starting out on liquids, you're probably only going to be able to handle half of one of those at one given time. As with anything dry like a bar, just keep in mind that once it comes in contact with liquid, it will swell. That common practice with even jerky. If you guys are on the solid stage and you're able to eat jerkies, jerky's dry. Takes up smaller volume than what it did when it started out because it is dry, and once it comes into contact with liquid, it will swell up. So keep that in mind. Chew your food very, very well. Me personally, I chew for 30 seconds. But these are my protein supplements. You guys may have others. I'm sure there are guys out there, men and women, who prefer other proteins. Leave a link to those proteins in the comments below, so that way other patients can explore and figure out what's best for them. The hardest thing for us starting out is figuring out how to get those liquids and proteins. Touching base back on the Gene Pro, for those of you who are having a hard time to get your liquids in and protein in because it's chore. The Gene Pro you can mix in with like these little water flavoring packets, and you can add it to your 24-ounce bottle of water or 16-ounce bottle of water, what have you. So that way you're getting your water and your protein at the same time. Depending on who your physician is, who your surgeon was, they may tell you that your protein drink does not count towards your water. Some of them do count it towards your water. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, leave it below. Subscribe, hit the little bell, and like. This helps me to help you guys to put these videos out there and help out those who have ongoing questions about what to do and where to go. All right. Thank you.